Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to join you at the 12th session of the UNGGIM America. I would like to thank Ms. Sofia, President of the UNGGIM America, and Mr. Ronald, Director of Statistics Division of the Economic Commission for Latin America and Caribbean, for providing the opportunity to present the UNIGIF Funding Guide, a comprehensive resource that addresses one of the most pressing challenges in the geospatial information management, securing sustainable funding. This guide supports countries in mobilizing and managing financial resources for the effective implementation of their geospatial frameworks. It also emphasizes cooperation, innovations, and long-term sustainability as essential pillar for success. And through this approach, the UN IGIF Guide help bridge global vision with the national actions in geospatial policy development. To start with, this guide is a result of an extraordinary collaboration among experts from diverse sectors, including government, academia, and private organizations. And this work group was co-chaired by myself from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Ms. Odette from Mozambique. And the work group includes 11 participants from Mozambique, South Africa, Jamaica, Belgium, and United States, as well as Saudi Arabia. The work group begins its work with each task assigned to a member state in January 2023. And after the agreement with all the working group members, Saudi Arabia took over the preparation of task 1, 2, 3 in that year. So the work program was carried out in 4 stages. Stage 1, conducting a comprehensive literature review of methodologies for assessing investment in the UN IGIF and related reports. Stage number 2, holding consultations with 8 member states and 2 financial organizations. Stage number 3, drafting the funding guide covering task 1, 2, and 3. Stage number 4, review of the funding guide and additions of required updates. The final version of the funding guide, along with the accompanying 1-page flyer, was submitted to the high level in January this year. And we would like to thank the high level group of the IGIF, leaders Ms. Deidre from United States of America and Mr. Fernand from Cameroon for the continuous support, approval, and endorsing the funding guide. The Sustainable Funding Guide is for everyone involved in developing the geospatial strategies and country action plans to support the UNIGIF implementation. The funding guide is organized into 5 chapters and attachment. It starts with an introduction, followed by sections on internal and external funding resources, budgeting, including dedicated funding actions, investment, benefits and best practices, benefits cost analysis, and valuing benefits and costs, and a number of appendix on and other methodologies. So the introductions outline the guide's goal to aid in implementation the UNIGIF by developing the funding strategies and assessing economic impact. It equipped users with background knowledge to engage with economists, finance ministries, and funding agencies. Chapter 2 covers in countries and external funding sources. Partnership and joint funding are also explored here. Chapter 3 covered budgeting and estimate cost and benefits to data custodian, governments, private sector, and society, and conclude by providing the economy-wide benefits. Chapter number 4 outline 8 steps for best practices, cost-benefit analysis. It also presents a statement of objectives, which is an important first step, and should be firmed within the overall country development goals outlined in the implementation guide. It also covers evaluations and base case scenario and continues with identifying costs and benefits. It also provides with sample template to develop cash flow to capture long-term benefits. And while the World Bank uses a 12 years period, including the investment phase, this table adopts a 15 years approach. The chapter also provides what is to be done in the reporting stage and its recommendation. Moving on to chapter 5, it discusses valuing benefits and cost, starting with understanding values nature. So the chapter concludes with the valuing non-market impacts. And now allow me to move to the one-page flyer. Task 1 and 2, as previously mentioned in the program of work, called for one-page flyer to aid advocacy in securing the sustainable funding for the UN IGIF. The one-page flyer has been created for the use by proposal champions, and this flyer is designed for advocacy within both in-country funding resources such as ministries of finance and international funding bodies include financial institutions and donors. With this, I come to the end of the presentation on the funding guide and the one-page flyer. Once again, thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure being here, and I hope this event is granted success. Thank you.